I don't get it. The food was right here. I swore it was. It's gone. No! Where is it gone? I'm gonna starve to death. Unless, no. Father, why?
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am so excited to finally bring you an update on all things reptilian in mine household. Yes, for those of you that don't know, every now and then, sort of once a year, I like to give you a little update on, well, the real-life monsters that me and Lauren have together, and there's been a fair amount of development, kind of literally. Last time, this was Alto, short for Alto Stratus, a beautiful white-bearded dragon. He fit on my finger, a tiny little baby, fresh out the egg, I guess. But the point is, that was him, and now this is him. So, yeah, his name's technically Alto, but we call him Chunk most of the time. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Today, I also want to kind of put a bit of focus on a little project that we are doing, and that is making a brand new custom very rocky 3D backdroppy thing. It currently just looks like a load of blue foam stacks on top of each other, but I feel like you could already kind of see what's happening. Basically, you get, obviously, animal-safe materials, you carve the foam into rocky shapes, you arrange it all, you seal it, glue it, cover it in a sort of little gravelly thing that can take on paint it, and you end up with something that should kind of look like this as a good example. So we thought it'd be fun to literally make our own, and this one is going to be for Alto. If it goes well, we will then do one for the Ankys, and so on and so forth. But more on that in a little bit. For now, I want to give you a little bit of an update on all of the reptiles. So, yeah, Alto then. He is essentially full grown now. He's a little bit murkier than the pure white he was a baby because he has sand to dig around in his current vivarium, so he likes to, you know, cover himself in it, which is fine as long as he's happy, though the pure white is certainly missed. That said, I cannot wait for him to actually move into his much bigger, new, nicer vivarium when this 3D backdrop is finished, and I will give you guys an update on that if you would like when it's actually done. So it means checking in, I don't know, it'll be a couple of months, I would say, so a lot less of a wait than a year. In any case, last time I had a little talk about this, we also had another new baby, but this one a snake, a Hognose snake. She is called Zadra, named after my favorite roller coaster, because if you didn't know, I am a massive theme park enthusiast, but that's not the point of today. But oh my god, Planet Coaster 2, to take it back to gaming a little bit. In any case, she is adorable and was also super tiny, eating tiny mice, and one of my favorite comments for the last one was that she looks like a sock puppet eating a mouse, which, yeah, she really does. She, however, is now also a lot bigger. Knock, knock, knock. Hello?
Hello?
Seriously though, have you ever seen a cuter snake? Hognoses don't tend to get absolutely massive. She'll probably top out about 3.5 feet long, but they do get quite wide and stocky, so she still has a lot of fattening up to do, but she's certainly done a lot of growing, and she has kept her lovely pinky peachy colouring with her racing stripes head, and I'm just so happy. She's so cute and just precious and absolutely terrifying. Because Hognose's main defense is to play dead, they're quite wary of predators, so when you reach in to pick her up, your hand kind of looks like an eagle, and instead of playing dead like she's supposed to do, she plays, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and hisses, and honestly, it's like, I've never known a creature so endearingly, like, sweet looking, but also at the same time, I feel like she might murder me. Hyperbole, of course. She doesn't strike, and even if she did, it wouldn't feel like anything, but I just love how much she stands her ground. She has never played dead once, which I really, really like, and yeah, she is doing fantastically. So that leaves the older ones that you already know about, but hey, no less important and awesome. We'll go to the Anky Monitors. We have a pair of them, one male, one female, Mars and Saturn. It was supposed to be that Saturn was the female and Mars was the male, but the initial breeder got them wrong way round, so we'd already named them by the time we realized the mistake, so they technically have each other's names, but that doesn't matter. They are just fantastic. They are so clever, too clever. They love to try and escape. Thankfully, they've only managed it twice and not once in the last couple of years, so haha. We also got them when they were tiny little babies, but they are 4 or 5 years old now and fully grown for a while, and generally just mischievous. They constantly dig everywhere, cover everything in sand, no matter what we do to the vivarium. 2 days later, it's just brown. You can't keep water balls clean, you can't keep food balls clean, but they are healthy and happy, and as I said, that is the main thing. And you'll notice a very distinct difference in activity levels while on our halfway made new backdrop compared to some other of the reptiles here. They like to move and climb and look at things and figure things out, and it really is quite fantastic. But they are both doing really, really well, and I'm still really, really pleased with them. They by far and away give me the greatest fuel of silly videos to use as the intros for these updates. That's all I'll say. Then we move to the other snake, Artemis, a royal python or ball python, depending on which one you've heard. Both are fine, and she is nearly, well, 5 feet long, fully grown. She'll get a little bit wider, but she is also very much chuffed, spending all of her time, well, her namesake, balled up, content in a corner, waiting for mice to just kind of drop into her lap. It's such a hard life, honestly. Oh my god. But she is just the sweetest snake in the world. She has never done anything even remotely aggressive her entire life. Also got her when she was a baby. She is honestly, like, gentle to a fault. She has gotten so big now that the strength of her muscles moving along the glass of her vivarium opens the vivarium, so we had to put a lock on it. But we only found this out when we walked into the corridor and found her literally just lying on the ground and having a stare down with one of the cats. The cats are doing fine too, but as I say, I want to keep this all on the reptiles and the backdrop project. But yeah, that was a moment, and she was just like, cool. Can I eat it? Yeah, I wish I'd honestly got a picture or a video. I really, really do. So that's all well and good. Lastly then is the old man. Nix, the blue-tongued skink, still here, still existing, still grumpy, and still just an absolute sausage to observe. He'll just sit on you and be content and not move. And I mean, as you're seeing, as I said, there's a very big difference in tempo between, say, the Aggies and Nix and Alto here. Also, I couldn't resist doing this.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
But he is also getting on just fine. He really is old now, and as much as I hate to say this, touch wood, of course, it's also quite like a big deal for me to do these little like documentations of them, because when it comes to Nix, you really do never know when it'll be the last one he appears in, as heartbreaking as that is to actually say out loud. So again, touch wood, I don't want to dwell on that, but yeah, he is getting on for a blue-tongued skink, but he really does seem too angry to die. Ah, I love him. So, that's our scaly friends caught up on, and the actual backdrop then. So here you can see it actually being carved out. Lauren is very good at all the creative things she turns her hand to. That's also the thumbnail artist for Pro and Noob, in case you're wondering. And you have a bunch of tools, like a little heated metal rod and wire that you just sort of pass through this foam, make the shapes that you want, and then like metal wire brushes on the end of drills to carve into it, and it's a really fun process. It's incredibly messy, things get blitzed around the place, and that's all well and good, it's part of it, and you can just really shape it into the rock. So you take like this kind of standard block that you've roughly cut out, and then you can make it look like any kind of style of rockwork you want, like this one, or indeed the other two that will be sort of cycling in and out as you watch, one of which is like a nice arid, cracked ground, and it's really amazing what you can turn it into. Obviously right now it's still just blue, so once it's painted rocky colors and given that final bit of texturing, it absolutely transforms, but I think you really can already see how it's going. The process is fascinating, and once you have all of the tools and get the foam, you can just keep making them, because to actually like buy one of these backdrops, like a well done one, it's like 400, 500 quid. It's insane. So making it yourself is not only fun, it's, you know, a really wise financial decision. So it's a win-win, it really is. But yeah, we want them all to have the best homes they can, and these things should last a while. I would love to get your guys' opinion then on which of these rock styles you think is best. We kind of have a disagreement on the one we like the most. I won't say which one is my preference. I won't say which one is Lauren's preference. I would like you guys to decide which of these three main styles do you think works the best for a sandy, deserty lizard that Alto Bearded Dragon is. Past that, though, that's sort of it. It means a lot that you guys like these little updates, looking at our little critters, our real-life monsters, and I love sharing them with you. Honestly, it really is a pleasure. And if you would like to see this project updated as it gets towards completion and get more regular looks at them, I would love to do that for you as well. For now, though, like you've enjoyed this, please consider supporting the future of this channel on Patreon down below. It does keep us going, it lets us do stuff like this, and it means the world. You really are the lifeblood, no matter if it's just $1 a month or any amount that you're comfortable with. It really, really is everything to us. So thank you to anyone who already is a patron, and to anyone considering it, but by no means feel pressured. Just watching, just being here, it's just, you guys are awesome. Subscribe for more, and for now, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.